Good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. I hope that you're having a beautiful morning just like we are here. Today is finally the day that we're getting a second dog. So as you can see, we're back home. We're in Barcelona and actually we've been here for quite a bit. I was able to space the videos out in order to take a little break from vlogging and just being here at home. It's been a few weeks and it was honestly really nice. We've just been basically home, cooking at home, catching up with a lot of TV, myself catching up with a lot of editing that I had to do. So over here it's been quite cozy and we planned it like this. We wanted to make a few trips that we had planned for a really long time before this day came, and I feel like I've been teasing about it for years now. Like, this is something that has been more planned than anything else in my life, I think, and the process hasn't really been that easy, at least of what I thought. Like, from the moment that we decided, okay, we're ready, we're gonna get a puppy, it's been quite a while, but today is finally the day. We're gonna go pick Ollie up today and I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm so excited. I've been preparing myself, the apartment, Mashita over here, that right now it's too early. For everyone that says that if you have a dog, you need to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, right now it's 7:30 and Masha doesn't really get off the bed until 8, so I'm gonna walk her in a bit. So we've been considering adding a second dog to our family for, I would say, 5 years now. Masha is 7 and I grew up in a house with 6 dogs and I love the way that relationship worked, and through all of this we always had her in mind. I would say 65% of the reason why we're getting a dog is because we want Masha to have a sibling and someone to play with that perhaps she's not gonna love in the first month, but I do feel like eventually she's going to be thrilled and love this, and it's going to be a very positive change in her life. And for us, I mean, I've been wanting this for 5 years, so needless to say, I'm so excited. So we decided that we wanted to add a new puppy to the house around February, and you had to put yourself on a list. Here in Catalonia there's a lot of regulations and we wanted to find the most ethical and the best breeders in terms of everything. I'm someone that has adopted many dogs and I'm someone who plans to adopt in the future when we have a house, but right now that we have an apartment, I was just sure that I wanted another golden retriever. First reason is because Masha loves golden retrievers. No matter where we go, she just stops on her tracks when we're walking her and she needs to say hi to them and she plays. She just seems so happy, but also she's such an easy dog. Again, we live still in an apartment, we don't have the house, and she's so calm. She sleeps a lot and adapted so well to our lives from day one. So just knowing what's the best for our house, we knew that we wanted to get another golden puppy. However, I was sure that we were gonna get a girl and we ended up with a boy. And the reason why we ended up with a boy is because when you put yourself on the list, and the first time we were number 3 on the waiting list for a girl, they make you fill out a form and just like, it's an interview process where they want to find out where you live, how you live, if there's other dogs in the house, what's your personality, what's the other dog's personality, what we expect from the dog basically. But we were set that we wanted a girl, and from that litter only 2 girls came out, so we were bumped to the next one. And on that next one you're basically waiting for the dog to go on heat so she can get pregnant, and she didn't, so they referred to us to other places. So that's when research started all over again, and we found this new place that is called Coscan. We met the owner, we went to visit, and we met the mom, we met the dad. They were just so cute and we really liked the owner. He recommended us to just go probably with the calmest dog in the entire litter. This was hard for me because at first I didn't want a boy because they mark territory and they also mount, but at the same time the best dogs that I've had during my childhood, they were boys, so I was not fully against it. I just think that Masha has been the most amazing thing that has happened in my entire life, so I knew that I wanted a girl, but I was open to a boy. So the puppies are born and they basically have this professional goes and inspects the puppies, but it's also like a dog psychologist. I know that this sounds so wild because I've never heard about this before, but basically they start to find out which one is the best puppy that is going to fit into each of the people's household. And we were matched with this boy that was actually the chunkiest the biggest one in the entire litter. In my opinion, he's also the prettiest, but I think that's just what everyone says about their dog. We've gone to see him a total of 4 times. Today is going to be the 5th and he's gonna come home with us. I've been overall so happy with the process because the first time we didn't know which one was going to be our puppy, but we went to basically see the litter and all of them were the cutest thing. Like, you guys have no idea how much of a dog person I am. If I'm at a party and there's a dog, I'm just gonna be with a dog. Dogs have been like my company and my thing for most of my life. So the idea of finally getting another puppy, like, I cried a few times of excitement because I'm so happy for what's coming. You meet the puppies and when they decide which one is going to be the best fit for you, then you go and start regular visits. So the dog gets comfortable with you, with your smell, everything, and also the process of bringing toys that Ollie has played with back to Masha so Masha could start smelling him. We also left with Ollie an old t-shirt of mine and they've been putting the t-shirt with him so he can smell me while he sleeps. Ollie is now 9 weeks. Every single time that we have gone to visit him, it's been so hard for me to live without him. I'm gonna show you some videos and some pictures of him growing up because of course he's not the little nugget that he was the first few times that we visited him, but I've definitely noticed that with time, every single time that we would visit, he would be more and more comfortable with us. And seeing him interact with his siblings, you can tell that he's definitely the calmest. He doesn't bite at all. I'm very much aware that that's probably going to change when we get here in the house. The mom is the most precious thing that I've ever seen, and the dad too. And last week we were able to take Masha to meet with Ollie there because they have like a big garden. That was very important for me because Masha is going to come with us today too, so they could meet in like a neutral area. Of course we had to take Masha to the vet to make sure that all of the shots were in order and everything was safe on the puppy side. So of course we're not gonna be able to take him out for a while. During the entire vlog I'm gonna explain a little bit more about everything, but Masha met him already. She basically ignored him. She's not a fan of puppies, I may just add. She loves other dogs so much, but puppies have never been Masha's thing. But you could tell that Ollie was very respectful towards Masha's space. Like, he would approach her and just see if she would be fine with it, and the moment that Masha just didn't seem like she wanted to engage, he would come back. So that for me it's a really good sign that we got a dog that is not going to be on Masha's face all the time until she wants him to. We also know that Masha's probably going to be correcting him quite a lot. Again, I've been reading a lot. I've been trying to inform myself the best that I can because I don't want her to feel like she's being replaced, that she's being left out. So during all of this, we're always going to put Masha first and then Ollie second, which is sometimes hard because I want to pet him and give him kisses all the time, but first goes Masha. Now on to the name. Polo was able to name Masha, he got first dibs, but we agreed that I was going to be able to name the second one. So Masha's name actually comes from The Blacklist, which is a TV show that Polo was obsessed with at that time. He doesn't even watch it anymore. And I wanted to kind of follow that path, but with one of my favorite movies, and I'm such a fan of Harry Potter. And I always loved Ollivanders. So his name is Oliver, short Ollie. I think we're only going to call him Ollie, to be honest. But yeah, Ollie comes from Ollivanders. So of course, I don't want to talk your ears off. I know this has been a really long intro, but I wanted to explain a little bit of everything. I'm gonna talk a bit more during this couple of days about why we thought it was the best for Masha. But I want to say, if you're gonna get a dog, do it responsibly, because I am very much aware that the peace and calm that we've had in our house for the past 6 years, because Masha's first year was insane. I will never forget that. So I know that we're gonna have to be careful with the furniture, that probably the first few nights are going to be complicated, that we're gonna have to adapt to the puppy. But I feel like right now we have the time. We both work from home, so we're basically here all the time, and also we really want this. Polo is right now at the gym and we're gonna leave like in an hour, so I'm going to change and I'm gonna show you a few of the things that we got to prepare ourselves, and also this new harnesses. We got a harness and leash and everything for Ollie. We got it in the small size that I know that it's going to last him just for a little bit, so I'm gonna have to order another one. And we also got one for Masha from this stunning brand that I definitely want to recommend. So let's go change. So it's going to be like a 1-hour car ride, and when we get there we're definitely going to sit on the grass, play with Ollie, and let Masha hopefully this time want to play with Ollie. So I'm just going to be wearing whatever. I'm wearing a white t-shirt and some very comfortable shorts, knowing that I'm probably going to get dirty and have to change when we get here. Very simple outfit. So we are quite ready. Here are a few of the things that we got for the puppy, but also for Masha. Everyone recommended us to get this, especially for the first few nights. So basically inside it has this thing that resembles like the breathing of another puppy. You turn it on here and hopefully it's going to help him on the first night, because I am very scared that he's going to be crying a lot. He's going to sleep here. I'm gonna show you the setup. We are not going to do crate training for a number of reasons. We're gonna set his like playpen and sleeping area right here. I'm gonna show you. And we got him an Amazon bed because Masha has a really nice bed, and we also ordered a very nice one that is going to arrive today, hopefully. I'm crossing fingers, and if not tomorrow. But that is not the bed that he's going to use now. I mean during the day, yes, but because he's probably going to be biting a lot, possibly destroying, we got him this Amazon bed that I was actually very impressed with. Masha has absolutely been using it, and I wanted something medium size, so nothing that was too big because Ollie is going to be very small, but that it also was nice because I want good things for my baby. And the brand is Fukimaru. So Masha is coming back from her walk and she's seeing the new harness. She actually loves to put them on. So this is the bed for now, but when the good one arrives, I'll show you and link everything. So for the longest time, I have been looking for cute dog harnesses and leashes for bigger dogs, because I feel like there's mainly cute things for small dogs, but when it comes to big dogs, everything is like dark green, brown, impossible to find pink things. And believe me, I try. I always want to get like girly stuff for Masha because people always assume on the street that Masha is a boy. No, you're a girl. So I found this brand that I wanted to absolutely recommend, and it's called CocoPup London. You can see Masha loves it. So I got a set for Masha and I got a set for Ollie. So this one is the Buttercup set, and it has this beautiful flowers in this stunning yellow. You can see that there's already quite a few hairs on this one, but Masha loves having things on, except her raincoat. That one she doesn't love. So here's what she did with her bow. This is the harness. So I'm gonna put Masha's on because we're gonna live in a minute. She actually loves to have them on. I will never know. But this is the first time that she has like a truly girly one. She always makes it so easy for us to put it on. So I hope that's the same case with Ollie. So this is a Buttercup harness in Masha, and this one is in the large size, and it also comes with the leash. They're brand new. We've been waiting for them to arrive for quite a while. I was very excited. And this one also has the prettiest flowers. I'm gonna show you some close-ups on them, but yeah, as you can see, she's very excited. And for Ollie, we got size S, that it's going to last him for like a few weeks, but we're only going to have to replace a harness. But I did want to get him a harness that he would get used to it, so he wouldn't feel like too weird and uncomfortable later on. So this is Ollie's, and it's the Wonderland Walkies. I'm gonna add the brand's Instagram account because that's at the end how I found them. So for Ollie, we got this one. It has like duckies, and as you can see, that's her bed. It has ducks and bunnies. So cute. I cannot wait to see it on Ollie. We also got a little color. We're gonna get some tags done. And here is the leash. This is so cute, and I'm gonna order more as Ollie grows up. But I would recommend you to check their website because they have so many different styles. Like, no matter what's your vibe, they're gonna have the harness for that. And I almost forgot the bow. Look at this. He's going to be such a distinguished gentleman. Now for the toys that Masha has been using them, that we're gonna teach them to share. Thankfully, Masha is not territorial or anything. Every single time that we have like dogs over, she doesn't care sharing her toys or playing. But baby is going to be teething, so I got this. Then I got the little Kong that Masha has been loving to steal. She has her own. Mind you, I bought also for Masha because I didn't want to bring just one. They both want the same toy. There's gonna be two of them. Then I got this for both of them to play in case Masha wants to finally acknowledge that he exists. This is for teething too. He has already played with this one and he liked it. I think it feels kind of nice. And this one too. This is just to avoid Ollie really biting on the furniture. That we're gonna keep a close eye on him, of course, but I want to make sure there's plenty of toys. This one is Kong. He also really loved it. We've been taking the toys to our play dates to see what he likes. We have this little bones and this ball that moves. This one freaks Masha out, but I'm hoping that maybe Ollie likes it. And this was Ollie's first teddy, but Masha sometimes uses it. Of course, water bowl. And we got the fake grass thingy because he's used to being on the grass because he has a garden. So hopefully the transition is a bit easier on him. So let me set it up and let's go pick him up. So because Ollie won't be able to touch the ground until he has all of his shots, I ended up getting a sling. So hopefully he will fit here for the next couple of weeks. But we definitely want him to join on Masha's walks so we can desensitize him of cars, motorcycles, people, and just going out in general instead of just having him here. But he's quite big. I think mainly Polo is going to be the one to carry him because, as I said, he's a heavy boy. You will see him in a second. But yeah, this is for dogs and he can put his little head here, but I think I'm just going to leave it open. It's just to have some support when carrying him because he does try to get away if you hold him like this. I think this is probably going to end up being Polo's gym bag, but here you can put stuff and it has a poop bag compartment. And the brand for this is Fuzzy Yard Life, this one, but I literally ordered the biggest one that I could find because most of them were like for smaller dogs, but it was very important for us to be able to take him out to maybe grab a coffee or a glass of wine when it's not as warm and just have him out and about without necessarily touching the floor. So I wanted to show you close-ups. They're very high quality, they're stunning. Again, for Ollie we got size small, but you can see the little doggies. This is the matching color and the little bow that we're gonna attach to it. You can attach it with this Velcro thing, and you also get the matching leash that has this like cute flowers. Now Masha's is yellow and has this like 3D attached stunning flowers. All of her set is like that and I think it's so beautiful. So right now this is the setup. We have it in the office and we removed all of the rugs in the house, and we got this like big playpen. So here's the bed. He's gonna have water all the time. Then there's the fake grass and he's gonna be able to see us during the night. This is going to be the setup. I'll explain later about the plans that we have for how we want to train him. Masha seems to be a bit impatient and wants brother to be here as soon as possible. But yeah, I want to teach him like Masha that he's going to have a toy basket. Masha knows that that's where her toys are and we always return them to that same spot. But yeah, this is his place, and also because it's in the office I'm gonna be able to watch him while I work and edit. So we're on the way. We're going towards Manresa and it's like 1 hour drive, and right now we have like 35 minutes left. Mashita is taking a nap in her car seat and I am so excited. I think we're gonna stay for like an hour so they can smell each other, bond, and then we're gonna drive back to the house. I brought toys, I brought treats, water, anything that can maybe help them play for a little bit, but I honestly will just give Masha space and let her do whatever she wants. And now I pass you to Polo that you haven't really seen him.
So I think right now is the perfect moment to have a new puppy because we travel all that we wanted to travel this year, and from now until Christmas I think we're just gonna stay at home. So it's the perfect for us to train the new puppy, to get used to the new puppy, also Ollie to get used to us. So I think it's the perfect timing, and I'm very excited for Masha too because sometimes at the house she's just like laying down, sleeping, bored, and I think she's gonna have lots of fun. Maybe not at first, but later. And to be honest, I'm just a little bit scared of how big Ollie's gonna be because right now he's a little bit fat and maybe he's gonna be too big. We haven't seen him in a week and a half maybe, and he was already big enough for us. So let's see how it turns out.
have Ollie, and he's a little bit scared in the car, so I brought him here with me. But we're getting his car bed soon, so we're gonna have to teach him to be like comfortable and calm in the car, just like Mashita is. I think I saw Masha tolerate him a little bit better today. He's so cute, guys. Like, he smells like puppy and he has puppy breath. He's so cute. And right now he is sleeping, and I did put on him the harness. I'll show you in the house how he looks. He looks so cute. I hope that he's not nervous, but we basically have the entire day to help him settle in the house, and tomorrow we have the vet appointment. 30 minutes more to go to the house.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds, your hands still tangled up in mine. Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy. We got nowhere to be, got nowhere to be. Your hair's a mess, but you don't mind. You just laugh, let it fall where it likes. Coffee's cold, but we take a sip, talk about nothing, let the morning slip. Oh, it feels like that, like summer air through window cracks. Oh, it feels like that, like summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your.
So it's been a few hours, and I want to formally introduce Ollie to the channel. This is him. I'm very worried because he has not wanted to pee since we arrived to the house, and it's been like 4 hours. And for a puppy that is 9 weeks, that's concerning, but he has already pooped, played. I was gonna come and say that he's been so easy for the first couple of hours because he was basically just napping, but then he had 1 hour where he decided that he was gonna go rampant. He's determined to bite our bed. He did climb on top of Masha, and Masha did not find that funny at all, but I wanted to show you how cute he looks with his harness. I just wanted him to get a little bit comfy with it. This is just like a test, but this is his little bow. He's so cute, and he's calm. Like, for the most part he is quite calm. Masha finds him annoying, but while he was napping, I just saw her just laying there watching him sleep, so I think that's not that bad. Do you want some close-ups? Good product review includes close-ups, and of course toe beans. He's so good, and he's also very cuddly. He loves being held and carried, so I'm gonna let him run a little bit. Hopefully he's gonna pee. If he doesn't pee, I think I'm gonna call the vet. Okay, so he finally went to the bathroom, and I'm so relieved because it was like 4 hours, and puppies that are like 9 weeks old are not supposed to hold it for that long. Since then, he's been pretty much napping. Now Masha has been taking it actually better than I expected. Right now she went for a walk with Polo. They went to do some grocery shopping for tonight's dinner. So I wanted to talk about the fact that we're not going to crate train Ollie, and the reason for that is because we didn't crate train Masha, and the reason why I didn't crate train Masha is because I grew up with 6 dogs. Those 6 dogs would always sleep on the bed and they would basically have this freedom to come and go, but they were always so well behaved that we never had issues. And second is that Masha is absolutely terrified of crates, so I think putting one in the house would really stress her out, and I just don't feel like we need it because we're here all day long. And I know the benefits of crate training. I read a lot about it and I did consider it for a while. However, if you have 2 dogs and one is basically free roaming and Masha is fantastic, I trust Masha so much and she just came out so good that then if I just put this one on a crate and he sees big sister out and about, it's going to make like an imbalance in the relationship. Also, I don't like the idea. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I understand that putting your puppy in the crate is like putting a baby on a crib. I know and understand that, but for example, the playpen that we put up for Ollie, he has gone 3 times already by himself to just take a nap in that bed, and the door is completely open. He just likes it, and I just hope that tonight he's just willing to sleep there without much fuss. But I know that probably there is going to be a lot of crying tonight. However, I've been noticing that he's quite independent. Like, he does love taking naps with us. Like, if I'm on the sofa, he's already been sleeping for 1 hour on the sofa with me. I was just editing and he was just napping. But he also, as I said, takes himself all the way to the other side of the house to his playpen and goes into his bed. So I think we're on a good start, and that playpen is going to be there until we know that he's not going to destroy anything. And he's already developed quite an interest on our bed frame, which I am very, very concerned about because he goes straight for it. But again, it's a soft bed frame. I kind of knew that one was coming. And as for Mashita, she's curious about Ollie. She's always been very independent. She likes her spaces. Like, she's not always on top of us, so she's been like going here and there. They have not played yet, but I was not expecting them to play on the first week at all. I am going to put him in Masha's bed. So as I was saying, Masha has been coming and going, but one thing that I was the most worried about is that she was going to feel bad about the puppy being in the house. But if anything, I feel like she's a little bit more attentive. She came asking for pets so many times already, and every single time I drop whatever I'm doing and I give her the attention. It's been hard to vlog it all because I've been running after the puppy and after Masha, so I'm basically able to sit down and film when he's sleepy. When Polo and Masha are back, we're gonna cook something for dinner. We want to do like date night to celebrate the baby. I still cannot believe that you can give money to someone and then they're gonna give you that. He's so cute. I cannot get over it. And Polo has also been over the moon. My in-laws are actually coming to visit in 2 weeks, so this house is going to be completely chaotic because they're coming to bring Geraldine and basically drop her off for college. So they're gonna be staying in the guest bedroom, which we only have one, and that means that Geraldine has to sleep on the inflatable mattress for at least a couple of nights until her dorms open. So that means that we're gonna have quite a full house. It's going to be an interesting dynamic because by then I'm gonna assume that Ollie is going to be way more comfortable. So I'm just gonna wait for Polo to arrive, and in the meantime I'm gonna give you some shots of Ollie sleeping. And as for Masha, I think we're gonna give her some like special dinner tonight, and I'm gonna let her use my special plush toys. So these are basically mine, but she loves stealing them. I'm just gonna let her play with them tonight and sleep with them.
So for tonight we're gonna make some risotto with salmon, asparagus, and some just like boiled cauliflower. The risotto, I'm gonna make it with the Thermomix, one of the Thermomix recipe, so it's easier. And the salmon, I'm just gonna fry it on the saucepan, so it's a little bit crispy. And I'm gonna put, how do you say it? I don't remember how you say eneldo.
I am trying to desensitize him to the kitchen sounds because he reacts basically running away from every strong sound, and the kitchen is no different. He was running away right now, but he does like being carried, and I'm gonna take advantage of that for the 2 weeks that I'm gonna be able to do it. He's already getting a little bit too heavy. In my shita you cannot see her, but she's right here. Hey guys, good morning. So it's the next day and I just want to give like an update about how last night went. It's been basically 24 hours since we have Ollie at home. I slept quite bad, but not because he was crying, barking. Literally, he's been so surprisingly good. I think I was just expecting it to be really bad. Therefore, I would keep waking up just trying to see what he was doing because I can see him from the bed. And he was just sleeping. He didn't really want to pee inside of his playpen. I would just hear like a tiny noise and I would want to see what he was doing. But honestly, he just slept from like 11 p.m. to 5:30. So he did sleep for most of the night, which was quite impressive. We thought to do like a nighttime routine where it was just like Masha time, so we wanted to put Ollie to bed earlier, but again, surprisingly, he came by himself when he was tired and just entered the playpen because it's always open. So he just went in and took himself to bed. So I closed him and I left him like a little light so it was not super dark. I took him out to pee and we just watched some TV. We played with Masha. We gave her like Masha only time, and before we went to bed I took Ollie once more to pee. He did pee and he has not been peeing on the grass thing that I got for him. He's just being on the same spot. So something that I did right after that is that I grabbed one of the diapers and I put it on top of the grass so it could impregnate a little bit the smell of the pee, and that worked like wonders. Now he only pees there and he has not peed or pooped anywhere else in the house, which for only 24 hours being here, I'm like touching on wood. I don't know if he's just pretending to be very calm and very well mannered. I remember it did take me a bit to fully potty train Masha. I mean, he's not fully potty trained. He knows on his first day that he has to pee only on the grass pad, and he goes there every single time now. And during the night I was also expecting like to not sleep at all, because Mashita here, she was a menace that first night. She did not stop crying, so I ended up sleeping inside of the pen with her. Ollie, however, he holds pee for a really long time, which is something that I was very worried about, but now I kind of understand that that's just his thing. I don't know. As I said, during the night, I kept waking up and I kept checking on him, because I was like, okay, he's not crying, he's not barking, he's awake and he's playing a little bit. So then around 5:36, I fully woke up worried that what if he was not okay? What if he was like passed out or something? Because I really was expecting craziness over here and everything was so calm. So what I did do was let him out of the cage, because he hadn't peed during the entire night. He just doesn't like to be on his sleeping space, which is going to be so good and an easier transition for him to sleep on the bed with us, because that's the plan. And I hope that's soon, because I don't like cages and playpens, but right now we are having it mainly for Masha's sake, so she can breathe and not have the puppy on the face all the time. Then I put him back on the pen. Then he did whine a little bit, so I just went inside with him. I put him in bed and he fell asleep, and I went back to bed, and that was pretty much it. So I would say that that was impressive and went way better than I thought. I was really scared that I was gonna start having puppy blues, which is very normal because it is a big change. You're also, of course, disrupting, for example, Masha. That I think it was my biggest concern, because Masha, I don't want her to feel displaced. I've been really trying my best to give her time, but I think I underestimated how much attention Ollie was going to need. I really forgot what it was to have a puppy, but he was scared of the TV. He was scared of every single loud noise, and I understand, like, yesterday was his first day with this new life, with new people in a new space, so he did need a lot of comfort. And I also wanted to work as quick as I could into desensitize him to certain noises, TV, vacuum, loud noises. For example, yesterday while Polo was cooking, he was so scared of every single noise that came from the kitchen, so I was just holding him and reassuring him until he started to ignore them. I think those things are essential to do as soon as you can. From 9 to 12 weeks, they're like little sponges, and this is where they're gonna build some fears. So I've been feeling quite bad that I've been having to give Ollie so much attention, and I can see Masha side-eyeing us a little bit, but I've been giving her a ton of special treats. I've been cuddling in bed with her a lot. I talk to her because Masha listens a lot. I sometimes think that she understands me, and she still wants nothing to do with Ollie. She's building a little bit more patience, that I can tell, and she looks at him and it's okay with him being close as long as he's not touching her. If he goes into Masha's face, she's going to correct him, which I was honestly expecting. She's been like this with puppies every single time. She likes adults, so this is something that she's going to be able to enjoy when Ollie's a bit more grown. So yeah, in short, the night went fantastic, million times better than I expected. Actually, the only reason why I didn't sleep is because I could not believe it myself. Masha is not angry at us. She's behaving like her usual, just avoiding the puppy. Polo is so in love with the dog. And yeah, the plan for today is Ollie has a vet appointment for no reason but his first vet appointment. It's just going to be a regular checkup, and they're gonna tell us when we need to take him for his next shot. So I think he has 2 more shots left before we can leave the house with him. I've been taking him out, but on the sling he's behaving quite well. Like, he just looks at things, and I want him to get used to motorcycles, cars, people, other dogs, cats, anything. I just want him to get used to it. And it's been only 24 hours, so I'm working on that. And we're gonna be unboxing his bed because he keeps using Masha's, and I want him to kind of know his space so he doesn't invade my princess too much. So I'm gonna give the dogs breakfast and we're gonna go to the vet. So we're heading to the vet, and Ollie's having his second car ride. So far I think he's better. He's not really shaking. And Mashita is also coming with us. Masha doesn't really need to go to the vet, but we want to bring her along so she doesn't feel like we're only leaving the house with the baby. But she hates going to the vet, so she's not gonna be happy about it either. But I guess I'd rather have her know where we're going and bring her despite her not liking it than her thinking that maybe we're going to the beach or something without her. I don't think she would forgive us for that. So this is basically just a checkup. We want to get a pet insurance because Masha has one, works amazing. And after a few little incidents, We just want to be safe rather than sorry and just get dog insurance for sure. And we want to get some dates for the next shot because we were told that the sooner that we can get them, it's going to be better so we can start walking Ollie out. So yeah, we have a car full of doggos. Mashita at least is facing us now, even with Ollie here. Yesterday she wasn't. And Ollie is just happy to be. But let me show you how he snores. So the new bed is here and it's from MiaCara. I've been looking for nice big dog beds for the longest time, and this one is just perfect. This is the Barca bed. I wanted something that was comfortable and that Ollie was going to be able to grow into, and that hopefully one day Masha and Ollie can share. And Masha loves these types of beds, so that's why we got it. I'm gonna link it on the description box down below. It's going to be so sturdy and also easy to clean because the cover is removable. I definitely want to give this guy a lot of spaces to rest and to sleep, and this one being like his bed, his space, and Masha has hers. If they choose to share, they will, but for now each has their own. I cannot wait for his car seat to arrive because right now having him on my lap in the car, it's so stressful for me, and I want him to get used to just be comfortable and independent. He weighs 8.5 kilograms. They told me that he was going to be a very big dog, so yeah, there's that. He's a big boy, but also we could tell from his little paws, they're also quite big. And he was asleep, I would say 90% of the time that we were at the vet. So right now he has quite a lot of energy. He had some sumis, and Masha and Ollie had like a little moment where they were touching paws and Ollie was resting his head on Masha. That was so cute. I think Masha's tolerating him a little bit more and more. Right now she's doing her thing. She loves to lay next to the window or just sit to the outside after lunch, so that's where she's at right now. And with this one, I already taught him how to sit. He's already falling asleep. I'm gonna put him in bed. Okay, so Ollie just woke up from a nap, a really long nap actually, and we're gonna take him out. We're gonna go to grab a quick glass of wine. I do want to desensitize him to go to the streets and restaurants. He is not going to be touching the floor. I will be carrying him all the time, so we're gonna make sure that he goes potty before we go, and we're gonna go by car so he doesn't have to walk or anything. But I just want him to sit down in a cafe and like people watch, get used to seeing motorcycles, bicycles, people, other dogs, but without contact. I don't think I'm gonna let anyone pet him, not until he has all of his shots. So taking him out to the street to see people, to eat out, of course very responsibly, is something that people have recommended to us so much. The vet and everyone involved thinks that it's going to be the best. So I'm gonna make sure that he goes potty, drinks water, but he's already been on walks and he really likes being on his little bag. I'm just trying to soak this up because he's not going to fit in a bag for long. I think probably by next week I'm not gonna be able to carry him. So we are in a cafe. Ollie wants to chase the pigeons that are right there, but he's really enjoying being outside so much. And I definitely wanted to leave the house for a little bit and just have like a glass of wine. This place is called Bar Alegria, and we're just gonna have like quick snack because it's a bit hot today, like not super hot, but enough that I don't want him to be outside for that long. But restaurants here are so pet friendly, so we actually have absolutely no problem just putting him on the chair. The problem is that he wants to be on top of me all the time, but because he's cute, he has basically a pass anywhere. I don't think Polo is allowed to leave the house with Ollie on the sling because how many looks we got. But yeah, he's behaving so well. And Mashita already got water, and she's also looking at the same pigeons. I have little control of the camera, but I'll show you in a bit. So we're done with dinner and we are about to head home. He was so good. Like he just sat on the chair, he took a nap, he fell asleep, and he let us have dinner like for an hour. So it was actually incredibly easy, and I think we're gonna do it a little bit more. But also we're very lucky that we live in Barcelona, that is a city that just is very pet friendly. So I think for our next vlog, we're gonna go to my grandparents' house in the countryside. Hopefully with a big garden and like space, the dogs are gonna be able to bond a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's going to be next vlog. We decided that we're gonna try to go possibly next weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and see you on the next one. Bye!